Watching this movie To Love a Thief, I went into serious thinking. Yeah. Do not trust yourself until you fall in love because love has a way of changing your perspective. Love has a way of making you take drastic decisions. Love has a way of making you vulnerable to people or to things. Okay, especially when you find love with the most beautiful, sweetest, nicest person ever that literally sweeps you off your feet and has his way of making you feel special, like the special person in this world. Love is that beautiful. You know this usual thing people say, love will carry you go where you don't know. It is actually true because love will take you to places you would never believe you would be. Love will make you take decisions that you would have to question yourself. Are you actually the one doing this? Love will make you take sacrifices. You would always choose feelings over reality because you cannot just toss this one person aside because of his flaws. Nah. Love will literally weaken a strong lady. Love will make the hardest lady vulnerable. Love will make a full-fleshed grown man act like a baby. It is that serious. It is beautiful. It is that strong. So guys, welcome to the channel. This is Substance TV. In today's video, I'm going to give you my honest review on the movie titled To Love a Thief. The movie tells the love story of how those two beautiful people met in the most awkward way ever. A man and his sons robbing from the rich, high and mighty to help the poor masses with the basic things of life. Eventually, in one of their operations, Felix bumps into a lady who happens to be the daughter of a policeman that swept him off his feet. The movie was directed by Chidi Anyanwu Chidoks, produced by Sandra Okunzuwa, showing on Sandra Okunzuwa's TV on YouTube. This movie stars the actors Clinton Joshua, Sandra Okunzuwa, Nana Ade, Ralph Okechukwu, Chisom Agoaeuike, and Uncle Sam. Speaking about performances, the character Felix was played by Clinton Joshua. He happened to be the son of a notorious criminal in the community. Now, in one of their operations, this guy was blown away after bumping into this beautiful young lady. His mind was racing after meeting this girl. He wished to see her again, and then they met again, and this time around it was beautiful because the feeling was mutual. Okay, he literally loved her at first sight. The same thing with the girl. Something beautiful started going on between these two people. They turned lovers. They loved each other so much. And the thing was, he wasn't supposed to fall in love at all, okay? His business needed full attention, no distraction at all. But he couldn't control his feelings. He was already so much in love with this girl. And, it was beginning to affect his job. It was beginning to affect his mind. He was getting distracted, yeah. Now, he had a cousin that opposed to his relationship, okay, because he felt that he would put them in trouble, especially knowing the status of his girlfriend being the daughter of a policeman. Okay, so that was literally it. Now, you see what I loved about Clinton Joshua's performance? To me, Clinton Joshua's performance in this movie was a 10 over 10. Like, he ate all, he killed all roles in this movie. All right, he was super good, super amazing in this movie. Like, I love the way he carried his emotions. Like, when Clinton is angry, he's angry for real. When he's happy for real. When he's flirting for real. When he's emotionally down for real. Okay, I love the emotion they put into this movie. It was beautiful, it was massive, it was mind-blowing. The character was for him. Like, this guy has range as an actor. I love the fact that he's able to carry every emotions in a movie. Like, he gives you the real emotion in the movie. It makes it believable, it makes it natural, it makes it real, relatable. It was just so sweet from Clinton Joshua. And what stood out for me in his character was the way he reacted when his girlfriend told him about she finding his ID card and breaking it, guys. That particular moment was my moment because this guy pulled a range of emotion that literally resonated with me. I loved the way he expressed himself in that movie. His facial expression, his body language, the way he spoke, his softness, the way he handled her. Guys, I was marveled. This guy really made me have goosebumps. Like, I literally had goosebumps watching that particular scene. It was amazing. I love it when an actor is able to make you, the viewer, feel like you were in the movie. Like, he is actually talking to you. That was it for him. And believe you me, this was a very beautiful performance from Clinton Joshua. Kudos to him. So another character in this movie was Edward, played by Nana Ade. Ladies and gentlemen, watching Nana Ade act as a criminal in this movie, and watching him give a really amazing performance was the highlight for me. I'm like, so this guy can literally pull this bad boy's attitude for me. Like, I literally felt him in this movie more than a romantic movie. Okay, I feel like the bad boy character is for Nana Ade because he could just give me the old bad boy vibes, and I'm like, what? No, this guy is so cute, guys. I literally enjoyed his character in this movie. Nana Ade killed his character here. He played the cousin to Clinton Joshua, who was also an armed robber, a thief. Okay, so it was he and Clinton that do go for the operations. And believe him when I say that this guy was amazing. I love the fact that he brought life to his character. Nana Ade was good. When I say good, it was good. I do not know how to express how I felt watching Nana Ade. It was really amazing. Kudos to you, Nana Ade. I was really impressed. Yes, guys, this guy literally opposed to Clinton Joshua's relationship with his girlfriend because the girlfriend actually snubbed him when he first met her. So that literally made him grow this hatred for her. Okay, but later on, this guy literally saw her for who she really was. Alright, so that was about that. We have the character Linda, played by Sandra Okunzuwa. So this was the daughter of the policeman, the daughter that swept Clinton off his feet during the robbery operation. And the feeling was equally mutual because this girl was captivated by this cute, handsome guy. Whoa! So it was so beautiful. Their love was amazing. The love story was beautiful. Finding out that this guy was actually a thief literally took a toll on this girl. But what would she do? She loved him against all odds. Knowing that he was a thief literally weighed her down, but she had already grown to love this guy, and this guy loved her equally. So she had to battle with it. And the funny part of it was that this guy literally told her about his operations, and she was always scared, praying for him, praying that nothing should happen to him during the operation. She was so scared. Being a thief comes with many things. Okay, your life is at risk, and she didn't want that for him. And her father, being a policeman, had been looking for these criminals. So she hid that information from her sister and her father, always praying. But each time she's with him, it's always beautiful. And one particular day, she decided to speak to him and tell him that if he wants this relationship to work, he should stop what he's doing. That a thief is a thief, no matter what you are doing, okay? Because helping the society, helping the poor masses by stealing isn't a good job, okay? So she tried. At first, the guy was acting like, oh, he loves his job so much, but he couldn't deal with the emotional breakdown, okay? So he had to have a rethink, and being that he also had future plans for himself, he actually had to just, open up to his father and his brother and tell them that, what, he's no longer doing this job again. So she finally exposed them by the permission of her boyfriend, and her father was so disappointed but later forgave her. They were imprisoned for a year. It was supposed to be 4 years, but because of their influence and his daughter's pleading, he made it a year. And so that was how this people's love story started. A beautiful love story and a beautiful transition from who he used to be to a better person. So Sandra Okunzuwa's performance in this movie was a beautiful one as well. The way she took in the character as if it depended on her, okay, it was amazing coming from Sandra Okunzuwa. She had the emotions in this movie. She had a very beautiful connection with Clinton Joshua. It was beautiful. I love the fact that she made her role look so believable. When she's crying for real. When she's sad, she's sad for real. When she's angry. Like, she had these beautiful emotions that literally keyed into her character as Linda, and it was amazing coming from Sandra Okunzuwa. So yeah, a thumbs up for her. Her character in this movie, or her performance in this movie for me, was a 10 over 10. Yes, guys. We also have the character Precious, played by Chioma Agoaeuike. Yeah, this is the sister to Sandra Okunzuwa, and believe you me, her character here was also amazing. Believable, satisfying. Okay, so it was a good one from Chisom. Yeah, we also have the character Mr. Patrick. This one played Felix's father. Yeah, Clinton Joseph's father in this movie. This man was another amazing person in this movie. The fact that he also made his character believable was another thing. So he did amazingly well. The character Linda's father, played by Uncle Sam, was another amazing one here. Yeah, so he was a policeman that loved his children. He loved his job, and being a very sweet father, being an amazing father and an amazing man of the law, policeman of the law. He was able to handle the whole situation. And Sawati's daughter in marrying Felix, the love of her life. So that was how the movie was. To me, what I loved about the movie was the acting. The acting was so believable. It was amazing. All the actors brought in their A game into this movie, and they all deserve their flowers. What I love about this movie again is the directing. So the director did a very good job in, making this movie go so beautiful and smoothly. The pacing was steady. It was amazing, yeah. So what don't I like about this movie? What I don't like about this movie was literally the genesis of Felix and Linda's love story. So guys, I want us to take our minds to the reality of life, okay? Now, this movie started by introducing us to how Felix and Linda met. All right, if you had watched this movie, you would know how they met. So it happens to be that Felix met Linda while trying to run away after robbing a supermarket. So he bumped into her, and while he was trying to help her, stand after hitting her and she fell, he saw this beautiful lady and he wanted to see her well. So he removed his bags, looked at her, stared at her, and then left her and ran into the car. They zoomed off. While going, they paused. They were talking about what happened at the scene of the event. Now, guys, let's now talk. Which sensible thief or robber would be in the middle of an operation and then meet or bump into a girl, and the thief will decide to remove his marks in broad daylight to look at a girl that fell because she's fine or ugly? Which sensible thief? Which sensible thief will stare at her for even a second, knowing that your life is at risk, knowing that anything can happen that moment? Is either you are being chased by police or someone is chasing you. So that particular act they pulled there was very much totally unrealistic. So if you now as a thief bump into somebody, you will now wait and say, this girl is beautiful, let me look at her very well. My dear, let's be realistic here. Okay, even that part where they drove off and they had to stop at a particular place to discuss about the matter, it is even the shocking part of the movie for me. Like, who does that? If a thief never reach in destination, not see where they fit off for road, where they fit off for house, you cannot stop on the road and talk if you haven't reached your house. It's not possible. Okay, you see, aside from this particular scene, what happened afterwards was amazing. It was a beautiful story. It tells us that love always wins above all odds. Okay, you would literally choose your feelings over reality. Even knowing who a person is truly, you would still agree or accept to be with that person and see if you can change that person. Anybody can fall in love with anyone. We're talking about matters of the heart. So it is very difficult to let go of someone who has been the most beautiful person in your life. Okay? You can fall in love with anybody at all, but it is your decision to change that person. And it's also the decision for the person to be willing to be changed for good. Okay? So if they had brought a beautiful way of how those people met, it would have been better, because this particular act of meeting is not a believable way of meeting someone. Yes, you can fall in love with a thief, but give me a more believable way. I have watched a movie where a thief came to rob in a house and the thief fell in love with a girl. And then we saw how everything turned out. We saw how the love story began to build. Alright, so there are various ways of you to tell how a thief met a girl that is believable. Okay, so that's what I did like about the film. So overall, I'm going to rate this movie an 8 over 10, okay, because it has a very beautiful story and, the cast were amazing. The ending was beautiful. The dialogue, engaging, detailed, it was amazing. Okay, so guys, if you are yet to see To Love or Thief, what are you waiting for? This movie is showing on Sandra Okunzuwa's TV on YouTube. Go there to watch the film. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend to tell a friend to join the amazing movie loving community where we talk about movies. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.